All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, you're watching Sports Talk with Watts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watts, along with Coach Dre tonight. We'll be coming to you twice a month on Wednesdays. And we want to thank all of you for watching this broadcast and tuning in for tonight's show. Tonight's show is sponsored by Tall Floor Cleaning. If you need your floors cleaned, whether it's carpet, tile, or hardwood, give Oscar Span a call at 404 444 3993. Give him a call. He will take care of all of your flooring needs. Tonight, we'll be talking about Colorado football versus North Dakota State preview. Supposed to have a special guest with us tonight. That's Matt McKenzie. He contacted me 30 minutes ago, say he was running late. We'll see if he shows. If he don't, we're still gonna go on with the show. But like I say, appreciate each one of y'all for tuning in tonight. Let me get this up and we'll start the show.
Thursday.
Because it's not about them. This is about us. This has nothing to do with the team that's opposing us. This is about us. This ain't got nothing to do with the naysayers, the unbelievers, the haters, the doubters. This is about us. When we started this journey, we told you it was going to be trying, it was going to be tough, but you endured. Because it's about us. That man next to you is a miracle. That man next to you is a believer. That man next to you is a go-getter. That man next to you is a dog. That man next to you is somebody who wants this thing. That man next to you is somebody who believes. That man next to you is somebody that got to have it today. We ain't got tomorrow. We got now.
Understood that we did instill a lot of hope, and I think everyone had hope. But now that hope is elapsed, it's time for expectation. And I hope you're sitting there with expectation that when you pull into the stadium, when you turn on our television, that we're going to give you what you desire.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we want to thank you for tuning in to Sports Talk with Watts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watts, on a Wednesday night, along with Coach Dre. Got Coach Dre with me on this Wednesday. We're going to do something together twice a month on Wednesday. I'm supposed to have a special guest tonight, Matt McKenzie, 0260. Contact me about 30 minutes ago, say he's running late. If you show, if you don't, hey, it's on me. All right. But tonight, we're going to talk about Colorado versus North Dakota State preview with Coach Dre. I can't wait to hear Coach Dre just to see what he got to say. All right, let's get into the show. You're watching Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watt.
We see.
Coach Dre, what's going on, Doctor?
What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Blessings, blessings, blessings.
Listen, how you feel today? How you feel, sir?
I feel good, feel good. Just got through with practice. Got to walk through tomorrow, then I get home and watch the bus before I get ready to go do all my own thing on Friday night. So it's been a good day, good day.
Okay. That was Matt telling me you still at practice. I said, okay. But anyway, all right, we got the first game coming up. Coach Prime, as a coach, position coach, what's the message that you would tell your team getting ready for a first game on tomorrow?
Like you say, I know everybody excited. I know your blood pumping, but we got to be consistent. We got to come out, but we got to come out and hit them in the mouth. We got to come out and hit them in the mouth. We not here to play with. We not here to play with these boys. Me personally, I tell my team, I don't think these guys can play with us if we play the way we supposed to play. We need to show these boys that, hey, it ain't even no chance tonight. It ain't even no chance tonight. Let's go out here, offensive line, let's block. Shador, let's lead. Receivers, run your route. Even when you ain't even when you ain't getting the ball, I need you to run them hard. Running backs, hit the holes. Defense, hey, do what you're supposed to do. If you can't score no points, ain't no way nobody can win. So but you got to keep them. You got to keep them calm right now, because it's anxious. You've been going since the beginning of we're right at the end of July, all the way up to now. So they real anxious. They've been hitting each other, and so now it's time. Like you say, it's about 24 hours away from kickoff. So you got to lock in right now. If you ain't locked in now, I don't know what to tell you. You got to be locked in right now. When you left that practice field today, that's all you should be thinking about. You get what I'm saying? Alignment, assignment, doing my job. We ain't got to be no superheroes. Just do what we supposed to do, and depend on my teammates, and just do my job.
Okay, that's good take. Good take. I want to give a shout out also to Rod, the man in the meeting. He reached out to me about an hour ago. So yeah, got out there at Colorado, and he'll be streaming live at 2:00 p.m. He told me. He sent me the link. So once I get off work, I'll be sharing the broadcast with y'all. Don't forget to go over to Rod, the man media link YouTube page tomorrow. He'll be streaming live while he out there for the game. And we're praying for his safety and hope he have a good time out there. But also, now, Coach Ray, like I said, I respect you as a coach and everything. As a man first and everything. Want to say hello to everybody in the chat. What's up, Nail, Miss Johnson? What's up, Steve Woodland? What's up, Hayward? Dog, what's going on? Miss Phyllis, how you doing? But check this out. If you, like I said, if you're the offensive coordinator, how would you attack North Dakota State defense?
I don't think they're big enough up front. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to go ahead and establish the run. I don't think they're big up front. So I will try to go lean on my offensive line. I think we bigger. I think we stronger than they are up front. So that's the first thing I would try to establish, my run game. And once you establish that run game, you keep them guessing on first and second down. You don't come out and we're not going to just run the ball every first down, but once you go to running the ball and you establish that you can run the ball, then you can play action that thing a little bit and do some other things. You can do the RPOs and things of that nature. But the first thing I want to do is come out here and establish that I can run the football. If I'm the offensive coordinator, if I'm Sherman, I want to make sure I can solidify that we can run the football against them, because I don't think they're as big as we are. I think we're bigger and stronger than they are up front. I think their biggest defensive lineman may be 280, something of that nature, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Now, if you're on North Dakota side of the ball, right, and they got the ball on offense, and you on Coach Prime defense coach, how would you attack them defensively, knowing that they are a first run team?
Again, as up front, we know we gotta
Trenches.
Again, defense is alignment and assignment. Defense is alignment and assignment. So we gotta get lined up first. And the way I see Coach Livingston with this defense, I think he's got them playing fast and physical. We gotta fill them gaps. I mean, you always talk about that. You gotta fill them gaps. And we gotta be sound tacklers. We gotta be sound tacklers. We gotta be able to bring people to the ground. It ain't no thud up tonight. I mean, tomorrow night it's straight. We gotta bring them to the ground, tackling. So that's my biggest thing, is us tackling, making sure that we get into the ball and 11 men to the football. You get what I'm saying? I'm big on that. We do that every day in practice. We preach that 11 men to the football, because just in case you break somebody, you might break an arm tackle or two. But if everybody gets to the football, we making the tackle. So I believe in that right there. But the linebackers got to fill the holes. But alignment and assignment, if you can get lined up and do your assignment, you have a chance on defense. Point blank, period.
Yeah. Good take. When you look at Coach Brown, right, and the things that people be saying about him, I saw early last week that he opened up a checking account, right, for some of the players that are fathers. What type of coach and what type of man do you think Coach Prime is by doing that?
I mean, again, I keep telling people he's living in his purpose. This is his purpose. His purpose is he tells you all that stuff I did before this, that was, but this is what God put me. He feels like this is what God put him on the earth to do, is to help these young men, and he's doing that. He's not just using their talents to further himself. Because again, I keep telling people, Coach Prime's been to the top of the mountain. He's been to the mountaintop. So now I want these young men to experience that. I know everybody might not make it to the NFL, but you can be a professional at anything else. But I'm going to help you. And then, like you say, a lot of these guys, they don't know any. Some of them might not have known about banking accounts or opening a savings for their kids. And to show that this is what you get what I'm saying, that I'm a father, that you guys are not baby's daddies, that you guys are worth something. Just because, a child is not a mistake. A child is not a mistake. And I'm not gonna beat you down with that. I'm gonna help you the best way I can. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get the savings account for you and for your baby, so you can build on it. And so if you let that money sit there and grow, you putting into it with the NIL money that you're doing, hey, you get what I'm saying? And it's just about being a better man. I think people get caught up in football all the time. Football is just a tool that I use for the blessings that I want people to receive. I'll say that again. Football is just a tool for the blessings that I want people to receive, and that's just what Coach Prime is. He's just using football as a tool to bless these young men, and you can't do nothing but salute that and be happy for that. And people need to talk about that more. You may be seeing one or two people talking about it.
Right.
And us and a few other channels. But anytime anything else go on, you're bumping your gums. So won't you bump your gums, Buck?
Yeah, that's right.
What we
I'm
do.
gonna talk about it every time I come on.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm always pushing because, again, if it's another football coach doing it or other programs doing that for their kids, hey, let us know. I'll happily get on here and tell you people, hey, man, this coach down here at such and such university, man, he's trying to make better men. He's doing this for his kids. He's doing that for his kids. You get what I'm saying? But you will see other programs starting to do it now because Coach Prime did it. And he's always been a trendsetter, whatever he did. He's never been a follower. He's always been a leader. And he's leading people to know that it's more to football than just that pigskin. You get what I'm saying? That's out there that you kick off and pass and catch. It's more to it. And we got to have these kids be better. You want them kids to be better than what you found them. When they leave you, you want them to be better. And I think that's what Coach Prime pushes.
Right. I agree with you on that. So when you look at the coaching staff on Colorado, which position coach you think was the best one that Coach Prime brought in? Which one? I know all of them good. I know all of them important. But which one is the most important they brought in before the season started?
I think it's Coach Lohos in that offensive line. I just
Okay,
think
explain to me
the way
why.
because the way he coaches, and then, again, there's no knock on Coach O'Brien, but what I'm telling you is what he's done with these young men in the time that he's had them. He hasn't had them over a great period of time, but what he has done with these young men, and that was the biggest part. Shador got sacked 52 times. Coach Prime has come out and blatantly said, I wanted to run the ball. We just couldn't. And what you see now is a hunger and a want to. And he's getting the best out of his guys. He didn't hand anybody no jobs just because you came in here and you were supposed to be this and that. He made you come out here and work it. And then what you see what he did with a guy with the likes of Tyler Brown, who I always going to tell you guys, he's the glue to an offensive line, to this offensive line. And what you seen, what he's done with Seaton. And you seen what Hank Salinskis. Look at what he did with that kid. That kid is a ball player. He listen.
Hey, Coach Dre, I didn't think doing the summer, I didn't think he gonna make it, bro.
Me neither. Me neither. And I'll be the first one to tell you, hey, well, what I was seeing in them one-on-ones, I was kind of worried.
Yeah.
When they put on them shoulder pads, hey, that kid came to play. And
He
then
did.
to see Shador empower him, saying, "Hey man, you the center, you the leader up here. You gotta command that respect." But to me, Coach Lohos and Coach Prime taking a chance. You know, this is his first time being the man in his room. Like he's done been under other coaches and being an assistant offensive line coach. But for him to be the man and see the success and see what I've seen, how I seen that room mature, or how I seen it matriculate into a unit. That's a unit in there. Like I told you, I think it's about 10 to 13 guys that can play right now. I think that those guys will feel comfortable with sitting out there and playing. You just get in a guy like Flapjack, and you see what he's doing. You see Tyler Johnson, how better he's gotten since the spring, and when he's been challenged to get better. And that also, when you challenge a kid like that, you're also challenging his coach. And you see what Coach Lowehost stepped up to the plate. So for me, it's Coach Lowehost. I know we love Sapp, and I love Livingston. I love D. Lewis, them Florida boys. You know how I feel about the Florida boys.
Yeah, I do.
It's Coach Lowehost for me and what he's done with that offensive line, hands down.
Okay, wow, man, you surprised me on that one, but you probably you won me over on that one. You won me over. Loho, he the most important one because of the situation they went through last year on that offensive line. He the best hire for Coach Prime so far. So saying that, when we look at the offensive line, which offensive lineman will be the glue and key to protecting two, establishing the run, and being a leader and a dog going into North Dakota State?
Make no mistakes about it. Coach Prime states this every time. Every dog ain't a leader, and every leader ain't a dog. But when it comes to Colorado's offensive line, it starts and ends with Tyler Brown. It just does. He's called Rock for a reason. On the solid rock I stand. And
Oh man,
for them, that's what it is. For me, it's on the solid rock I stand. We're gonna stand with Rock. You see a kid that can play all. They say he's the only guy that has played all 5 positions. He's played center, left guard, left tackle, right guard, right tackle. Hey, son, it's not many guys can do that. So for me, it starts and ends with Tyler Brown. And then the thing is, I always tell people that everybody likes a rainbow. But to get to a rainbow, you got to go through a storm, and you got to have a little rain. Tyler Brown had a little rain last year. You get what I'm saying? He had a little storm, and the kid came through on the other side. And he came through on the other side. He didn't let it discourage him. I know it hurt for him to look out there and see 2 getting hit like that. I think the offensive line is better if Tyler Brown is out there. But if Tyler Brown is out there, maybe we don't get a Phil Lowehost because the line is better. So it's a rhyme and a reason. It's a rhyme and a reason for everything. So, but for me, it starts and ends with Tyler Brown, hands down.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. All right, when we look at the offensive line, 2, the quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. Tomorrow night, he began his quest as a Heisman Trophy candidate. What do you expect from Shedeur Sanders on tomorrow night?
I expect what we've got from him his whole career to go out there and do two type things. I don't think it's a better guy. I don't think it's a better guy calling the plays or playing the quarterback position in college football. And you can say I'm biased. You can say all those things, but the kid plays the quarterback position the way it's supposed to be played. If you don't believe me, just ask the North Dakota State coach. He told you. He plays the quarterback position the way that you want the quarterback position to be played. So I don't expect nothing less than 300 or so yards from him. I expect about 3 touchdowns, and I expect him to lead the way he's always led, with his actions and with his words. So I don't expect nothing less from Shedeur Sanders. He's shown everybody why he's on the Heisman list, why he's on every award list that he's on. It's our start right now. And if y'all didn't believe, if you don't believe, just why you believe Nike put that out today. Because Nike believes that kid
Can't believe it. I was headed that way. You beat me to it, okay?
Watch.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
When Nike put their name on you, they believed in it.
Listen, sometimes you got to sit back. Don't your mouth and just listen. Listening is a heck of a quality. Just sit back and listen and watch with your eyes sometimes. It'll give you all the answers you want.
Yeah, when Nike put your name on, you know you legit. So when you look at Travis Hunter on the offensive side, what do you expect, man? How many snaps you think you're gonna get in on the offensive side?
So I expect to get anywhere from 70 to 80 total offensive snaps. I think Travis Hunter get anywhere from 35 to 40 of those. Anywhere from 35 to 40 of those snaps. I don't expect Travis Hunter. If we do what we're supposed to do, I don't expect Travis Hunter to have to play in the fourth quarter. I don't expect Travis Hunter to have to play in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
So anywhere from 35 to 40 snaps for me, for him would be good in this first game. He on a mission as well. If you believe that Travis Hunter don't believe he wants to get the Heisman or he wants to show the world he's the best football player to ever play the game of college football, I don't know what to tell you. That's what that kid believes. He believes
He
in
be-
himself. He believes in himself, and so yeah. But about 35 to 40 for me, BWatts, that would be a good number. If it's a little higher than that, I'm okay with that. I don't want to see if we at like 80 plays. I don't want to see no more than 50 though. I wouldn't want to see any more than 50.
yeah, I was looking at the same thing. I was saying
I
about
don't think
435 to
he'll be
40.
playing in the fourth quarter.
Right. That's why I was looking at too. That's why the number is gonna be kind of low because I don't expect them to play in the fourth quarter. But when you look at them on the offensive side also, let's look at the wide receiver group. They still deep, even though they're gonna be missing two wide receivers, right? I think they still gonna be deep on that wide receivers group. And I expect all of them to get some playing time by the fourth quarter. Now starting off, I'm looking for Will Shepherd and LeJohntay and Jimmy Horn Jr. to have an outstanding first half.
Well, them Florida boys gonna come do Florida boy things, so you ain't gotta worry about seeing them guys. And Will Shepherd and Will Shepherd from the SEC, and I have the utmost respect for him for what he did and how he led a football team. When you play at Vanderbilt and they know that's you the only guy they have to stop and
Well,
they still couldn't stop you, I got
he
I got
wore
much
Florida
respect
by
for Will
himself.
Shepherd by himself. I was on the sideline. It was ugly. You understand me? They couldn't do nothing with him. Nothing. And they tried to double team him.
And then
Nothing.
he had no good quarterback.
Right. So I expect each one of them. I expect each one of them to get anywhere from in that first, like I say, the first 3 quarters is what I expect for them.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should get anywhere from anywhere from 5 to 7 targets. You get what I'm saying? And like I say, I don't expect too many balls to be on the ground. So
Oh no, no, most
and one
definitely.
of them, and I feel like one of them will go over 100 yards, maybe even two. But one of
Yeah,
them
I
for
had two
sure
of
gonna
them.
go over 100 yards. Yeah,
I
you get
think
what I'm
Jimmy
saying?
Horn and LeJohntay gonna be the one that go over 100. But Will
So
Shepherd
you
get
get
the
what I'm
most
saying?
touchdowns. He'll get two.
Okay, okay,
That's how
okay.
I'm
I
looking
go
at it.
with that.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at
I
it.
agree with
Because
that.
in the slot, he gonna be that. They gonna try to blitz. They gonna try to blitz on Jordan Seaton's side. I already know that. They gonna try, but they ain't gonna be successful. So that hot read gonna be that slot. Gonna be Jimmy Horn or LeJohntay. I think they'll get the most catches, but Will Shepherd will get the long completion. That's how I'm looking at it.
Right.
And he probably end up with
Okay.
two
Yeah.
touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. The way I said, the way I look at it, I said only one because I like the way they've been using the tight end. So that's the only reason why I said maybe one. You get what I'm saying? But I'm with
Right.
you on
I
that.
see
I
it.
can go for that.
I can
I
go for
can go
that
with
too.
you on that.
I go. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Now that running back room, I think now Mr. Steve Woodland had a good suggestion yesterday on our broadcast, and I believe he get unconvinced, man. The more I looked at it, I think they get down there on that 5 yard line, they gonna get that ball to Charlie Offerdall after that, so he can get his first scoring touchdown as a running back, as the running back group. I think they'll try to let him score the first touchdown.
I believe that. I can go for that. I can go for that. The one thing I saw about that running back room is I don't see a lot of kids with a lot of egos.
No,
You get
oh
what I'm
no,
saying?
no, no, no. Right.
When I see them guys running the ball and making big plays. You know, the first guys I see out there is the other running backs.
Right.
So I believe that they have, like, let's just say Michael break off a long run, he get them down there to the 5. I don't think he'll have no problem with them putting in Charlie and letting them get a touchdown.
Right.
Those are but that's the character of a ball player you want.
That's right.
It ain't about me. It's not about me. It's about us. And when you got that kind of stuff, so yes, I believe if we get ourselves down there on that 5-yard line, I believe they're gonna put Charlie Alfredall in there and get him.
Yeah, I believe they is. But after that, they go Brian finna showcase his toys now. he gonna turn Selma loose.
But again, you gonna turn. You gotta turn them loose, and that's what you always say when. Cause make no mistakes about it. If y'all believe the North Dakota State gonna come in here and lay down, please don't.
Right.
When you know that you're a supreme team, and these boys shouldn't be on the same football. You got to treat them that way. You don't let them believe that they can. You don't let them believe they can play with you.
No,
you don't let them believe they can play with you. And so we need.
But the game gonna kind of start out slow though, Coach Drake.
We need to come out here and be dominant. You know, these first. I mean, but that's what they want. They want the game to be slow.
I know that.
Keep the clock running and keep the ball away from Shador. To keep the ball away from Shador as much as possible, because that's our best remedy of winning. We can run the ball, get first downs, move the ball down the field, and eat up the clock. And so now it makes you have to come out and do something a little quicker than what you want to do. But if we come out fast in the first 2 or 3 possessions, go down there and get touchdowns, and be about 21-0 before you look up good. Hey, y'all know y'all just here for the fun after that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, but we don't need to take our foot off the gas. When you got somebody down and you got your foot on the throat, you go on ahead and choke them on out now and send them on to the house. So that's the biggest thing. So, but we just got to play. We got to play our best brand of football. Right. Whatever that is, we got to play our best brand of football.
Right. Okay. But on the defense side of the ball, let's get back on the defense side. Who's on the defensive side on that front line you'll be looking at?
I'm gonna be looking at Shane Coates.
Shane Coates. Okay.
That kid has really. I think with all the names that came in, when you go and people go to talking, he was not a name that was mentioned a lot. You know, you talk about Shadozy, you talk about Barnes, you talk about everybody, you talk about BJ Green and Hayden and Sam and everybody else but him. And that kid, every time I've turned on the film, especially in those scrimmages, that guy showed up. Again, you gotta like that guy because he got great character. He played out of position last year. I don't think you get what I'm saying, but this year he's on the inside. It seems to me like Coach Sapp is taking he really likes that kid. You see Coach Sapp, he coaches all the kids hard. Don't get me wrong. But I just think it's something about he got that 99 on his chest. So Sapp, Sapp like when you got that 99 on your chest. So, but for me, it's Shane Coates. I believe that guy's gonna have a great season. I think he's gonna have a good night because he's been dominating up front. He's been dominating up front in those scrimmages. So for me, I'm gonna be watching Shane Coates.
That's good. And on the other side, I think Shadozy and BJ Green. You don't know what BJ Green gonna be playing there. They hiding a lot of stuff on well off, and they ain't gonna Coach Brown. He know everybody watching, but he ain't gonna show everything. I'm gonna be watching this. See on what series, the first series on the defensive side, where BJ Green will be lining up at. Cause on some of the video they've been showing, he been lining up on the end, Tiger, the left side and the both side. So you never know where that pressure gonna come from. And while you worry about BJ Green, then you got Hayes over there, number 50, and boy, he's a straight dog. And then you got Sam Ogallala. You don't know how they're gonna use him or when. Then you got T.J. McCoy. They just got a good defense, my brother.
And then don't forget about Alton Walker, man. Walker, he was injured. They haven't been showing him a lot, but but they say he's been doing great things in practice. So like he told you, we got about 6 of them that can go get the quarterback at the end position, and they feel good. And then you got to give a big hand clap to Coach Dancy, and not having an ego or not trying to say, oh well, you bring in all these Hall of Famers. The coach and do all this, man. He's just getting in there doing his thing. I think Dancy's a heck of a football coach. I believe Coach Dancy will be a head coach at a bigger school sooner than later. I really like that guy. I like the way he coaches. He coach hard, and you see the difference in that defensive end room. No disrespect to Nick Williams, because I think Nick Williams is also in that category. When you talk about great young coaches that's coming up, I believe
Mhm.
both of those guys are that.
Wow. Well, that's a big. Yeah, yeah. We be forgetting about him, but he's a major part of that coaching staff on the defense side of the ball, also. Now, when we look at the linebacker group, I'm looking for them. They should have a good game, Coach Dre. No matter who they put in there, they should have a good game coming up tomorrow night. And my thing is just stop the run. That's all I ask them to do. Just stop the run. If they can step up and stop that run and be physical, Colorado gonna be all right on that defensive side. The most important thing on that first series, they can go 3-0. Boy, that'll boost their confidence up.
I agree with that. Going 3-0 on our first defensive series. We got to tackle. We got to be solid tacklers. We got, like you say, when we hit something, it got to go down to the ground. Uh, I'm always tell y'all, I'm watching JB when it comes to linebacker.
Okay.
Since the spring, that kid has done it. He has done everything correctly.
He don't got so
I love
big,
what I
bro.
see from that kid. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely done got bigger. You see the weight. You see that the strength and conditioning staff has been doing their job, and that's what it all boils down to, man. Everything gotta coincide with one another. The strength and conditioning done did they job. They done got the boys bigger, faster, stronger. The coaches done coached in this fall camp. Now it's time for the boys to go out there and play. It all go hand in hand. We done did everything we can we done did everything to prepare you for this test. Now let's go out here and take it and pass. And so, for me, JB, I want to see him do what he did at Jackson. I think a lot of people forget he started as a true freshman. He came in straight out of high school and went to Jackson State and started at that outside linebacker spot. You can't never say that Coach Prime just play his guys or this, that, and the other. JB didn't see the field like that last year. You get what I'm saying? When a lot of people might have thought he should have, or they didn't like the linebacker play, or whatever they were saying, but JB just worked hard. He put his nose to the grindstone. He didn't cry. He just worked, and that's the character of a person. What you gonna do when you get kicked down? What you gonna do when you like you say? A lot of these kids when they come in, they've always been a starter. They've always been a star. Now when I play with other stars, can I rise to the top? Because the cream always rise. Always rise to the top. So that's what I want to see. I want to see them linebackers filling them gaps and making them tackles. Because I think the defensive line gonna do their job. I know when Shadozy and Coates in there, all those guys up front, when they're getting double teamed, you should be able to fill that gap because you can't.
Yeah, man. Big
You got to fill
Barn,
those gaps. Big
TC,
Barnes. So I mean,
TC.
I like what we got up front. I like our front seven. But we gonna find out about them a lot tomorrow night.
Well,
We're
we
gonna
is.
find out
We
what we
sure
got
is.
to do
Yep, we is.
because
I'm also be looking at
because
Hill Green.
no doubt, no doubt you're trying to see what he got. But I think he's a pro. I'm just gonna be honest. I think he's a pro.
Okay.
When we got that kid and I heard him talk and then I went and watched his film, I had him working his way into the starting position with Bentley. That's what I had. I had him in Bentley because that kid it's just hard. I just thought it was gonna be hard to keep him off the field. But
Right.
JB JB stepped up to the plate. And JB saying, "Hey, y'all, everybody gonna have to come through me to play." So and that's what you want. That's what you want. When you got guys like that, when you got backups that's just as good, when you got backups that's just as good as whoever you got out there in the first team, that's when you winning. That's when you playing championship football.
You are.
That's when you playing championship football.
You're right. You're right. You're so right about that. Also, I like Webster. I like my boy, Johnny Chainsaw Chain. I know he went to HBCU, but I just like him, bro. I like all of them good against the run. Trevor, also Bentley.
Listen.
I just don't want them two together. They can be on the field. I just don't want them
I
together.
get,
That's just me.
and that's what I think. I think once I say that's what B really saying. He's not saying he don't want them on the field. He's just saying I don't want them two on the field together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want them together. Yeah.
I say, I can't, you can't get mad with that. But
No,
I'm
I think
saying,
that's just my opinion. That I ain't hating them or putting them down and nothing like. Matter of fact, I told Coach Hart earlier this morning. Y'all let him know. He said, he know. He said, I see. He see the same thing I see. We just gonna let it play out. I said, I ain't got no problem with that, but I just don't want those two together because I seen them last year and coming up to the spring and on video, they just don't go good together to me. Now you put Trevor Wood out there with Hill Green, I go for that. I go for that because I look at Trevor Wood can cover running back out the backfield as long as he go cover one out the backfield. He'll green slide to the center and take care of that run because he can read better. That's how I like that combination. But when two linebackers doing the same thing, I just don't like that. I don't like that. But anyway, I ain't gonna beat that drum. But tomorrow gonna show me everything I need to see. But also, I didn't cover what the tight end group, Smalls. Man, he been looking good. Bro, Small been looking good to me, man. I know Sam Hart getting all the attention, but Smalls, man.
man, B Watts, Smalls was a 5-star coming out. Right around the time I had a few kids that were going to the rivals camp. And I looked at that kid, and I told somebody straight in their face, I said, that kid a tight end. Oh, coach, he a 5-star defensive end. Okay. And this is all what you have to give Coach Prime staff a hand clap. That's all Coach Corey. Coach Corey
Hey, Joe Hogan, he was suggesting it. People don't notice that.
I went back. He said he went back, he watched the film, he like, okay, this kid ain't playing on defense like that, but my God, he look at it, hey, and listen, that he been catching the ball. When I see him out there blocking, he's blocking. And listen, I like him. I like him and Sam. Like I say, Sam impressed me because I didn't think Sam was that fast. That's what caught me off guard with Sam. I didn't think Sam was that fast. I thought he was more like a blocking tight end.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about the transfer portal. What that does, why people do like it to a degree, he was at Ohio State. Sam wasn't playing. He's coming back to Colorado, and it's a chance he's going to start. So sometimes it just don't fit. The system just don't fit. You know what I'm saying? So that's not to say that they're bad football players. Just sometimes the system don't fit. But he's to come in here. He's worked hard. But you can't. Hey man, Smalls has really been doing. I've been really impressed with him this fall with his catching ability and his blocking.
Yeah, exactly.
With his catching ability and his blocking. So
yeah, he have impressed me on.
Right.
Yeah, he impressed me on that.
You got to give Coach Bartolone a lot of credit for that. That he took that kid raw. Been playing defensive end for 2 years, got a defensive end body, and now you turn this tribute at tight end. So you can't. I just like what I saw from him all fall camp.
Great, I agree with you on that. I agree 100%. Want to give a shout out to the guys who tuned in tonight: Steve Woodland, Rob the Man Meeting, Greg said it, Miss G and J. Appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. We appreciate y'all. But so Shiloh, his last first game of the year. Yeah, his last first game of while being in college. I expect this dude to go lights out. I really do. I'm also looking for him to get one interception in this game. It wouldn't surprise me if it do, but I'm definitely looking for him at least deliver one big hit on North Dakota State tomorrow night. I'm serious. He gonna sell out on one of them, Coach Ray. I guess he might not gonna try to. He gonna fall, he gonna go out there one time. Coach Ryan and him might they might get into it, but he gonna go out there at least one time and deliver a big hit. Watch what I tell you tomorrow night.
Hey man, what you expect from the Headache Gang CEO? I'm just proud of that kid. When you're in the shadow of a great dad, and then when everybody's always talking about your brother, for him to for him not to be jealous, for him not to feel no any kind of way, for him to know his worth and to know who he is and stand on what he is. I think he's a Brian Dawkins type of safety. I think he's an NFL caliber safety. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. I don't want to hear this. He can't cover. He can't do this. Listen, that kid is an NFL safety.
He
Brian
is.
Dawkins, Brian Sanders type of safety that's gonna come down and knock your block off. I think he might cause him a fumble tomorrow night more than I want to see him get an interception. But
Okay, I go with that.
and
I go with that.
and he's also the leader. He's also like the linebackers gonna be the guys with them green dots on their helmets, but them safety boys run. They lead that defense. Him and Silman Craig, they lead that defense.
They
There's no
do.
ifs, ands, and buts about it. When Shiloh was hurt, he was still over there coaching guys up. He getting excited when people making plays, and that's what leaders do. That's what leaders do. And them the kind of ball players you want. That when I'm over here on the sideline, I'm not pouting. I'm not feeling bad for myself. I'm out here I'm in the atmosphere. I'm trying to make my guys better because I still want my team to win.
Right.
And when you got them kind of guys, I got a guy like that down here. He got hurt last year. He didn't want to have surgery, and he was just a 10th grader going to the 11th grade. We said, baby, you got to have surgery. The
Okay.
kid missed no practices. He came to every practice. He was if I gotta be the water boy, if I gotta be this, if I gotta be that. And now, son, I tell you that kid's out there. These last 2 games we played, he playing lights out football. Because
Wow.
when you do the right thing, and it's just about doing the right thing, man. And Shiloh, he does that. So I'm excited for him. I'm excited for those guys to take this last, like you say, in Michael Jordan documentary, to take this last dance and to be able to do it with your dad. It's gonna be exciting for these guys. But I expect Shiloh to go out and do Shiloh type things. And that's knock people helmets off, stand over them and all that, and let them know,
Yeah.
that I'm out here. So
Yeah.
let them know that I'm out here. So that's what I expect for Shiloh Sanders. No ifs, ands, and buts about it.
Yeah, you're right. He gonna beat Shiloh, Coach Trey. He gonna beat him. So okay, let's look at North Dakota State quarterback. They big. That second string quarterback look like he pretty fast. Now, when they get the ball, they gonna run that ball with that quarterback majority of the time. So who on the defense? Who on Colorado defense that can shut that down immediately? You think? I know you say you're gonna be looking close at Shane Coates, but which player immediately? I think they're gonna run that play the first play of the game. So who on
Well,
Colorado?
so what you'll be looking for on that defense is, like you say, we want to get penetration from the defensive line. But what you're looking for is for those linebackers to fill those gaps. And then it depends on what defense we in. Again, I don't know. My biggest thing is I want to see
Right,
what defense we're gonna come out in. Are we
right,
you get what I'm saying? Are we coming out with 3 linebackers or are we coming out with just 2? Because if we're coming out with just 2, then whoever that drop down safety is, he's gonna be having to make some tackles.
mm-hmm.
Uh, so the biggest thing is to find out what defense we running. But as long as we get good penetration from the defensive line and the linebackers are able to flow freely, then we should be able to make tackles. I don't know if we gonna spy on the quarterback like that. We Coach Livingston might. I know when I kind of looked at the film again, but it still comes out to what defense we're in. If we're in the,
Right.
we got 3 linebackers, then we might spy a quarterback with the middle linebacker. Everybody else filling their gaps. And then you spying on the quarterback just in case. You get what I'm saying? He's trying to run, but if we're in that 4-2-5, you got to look for that nickel, that drop down safety, which would probably be for me Preston Hards. That's who I'm looking to be out there. Or either Hood, whoever that is at that drop down nickel safety to be having to make some plays at that on those quarterbacks.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, I would love to go out there with 3 linebackers. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I would love that, man. That would make me feel better. All right, Coach Ray, we got about 10 more minutes. Check this out. At the end of the game, on the offensive side, who will be the MVP after the game tomorrow night on the offensive side?
I'm always take out Shador and Travis because I think they can always get the MVP. I think it's gonna be Michael Welch. I just think this kid
Okay.
is gonna show that he's for real. I think he's gonna get the opportunity. I think he's gonna take his opportunity and run with it. So for me, it'll be Michael Welch. I think he's shown every time you turn on the film that you know what I'm saying, he get in between them tackles, he can get it outside. So I think it'll be 29 for me by the end of the game.
Oh, okay, Coach Ray. All right. All right. Let's switch it to the defensive side. Who will be the MVP at the end of the game tomorrow night?
Uh, I'm gonna go with Hill Green. I think Hill Green is going to show the world why he came to the University of Colorado. That he's a big time linebacker. That he can go sideline to sideline. He can play fast, hard, and physical. So for me, I'll be looking for Nakai Hill Green on the defense.
Okay, Coach Ray. I like those picks. I like each one of those picks. I definitely like it. Now, who you expect to win the game and how many? And what's your prediction of the scores? We don't know. We just giving up prediction stuff like that.
Uh, I got Colorado. I got Colorado by anywhere from 14 to 21. I got it scoring 42. So I got it 42 to 7, 42 to 14. So one of those, but I got it scoring 42 points, no doubt about it.
Man, that's good. I like that. I like that. I can live with that. I can live with that. Now, will Colorado? Now, I'm put it like this: how important for Colorado to be disciplined during this game? Because last year they weren't disciplined at all. To me, this year, how important for them to be disciplined and not beat themselves on tomorrow night?
I mean, that's the biggest factor. That's the biggest thing that if you don't have no discipline, you get beat. One thing about North Dakota State, they're not going to beat themselves. Those guys are going to be disciplined. They believe in their system. They believe in what they come to do. So you're going to have to beat them at their game. And that's being disciplined, alignment and assignment. I know we have the better talent. But sometimes discipline will outbeat talent sometimes.
They do.
We can't get stupid penalties. We can't afford offsides. We can't get no 15-yard penalties for silly stuff. So discipline is a big key. It's probably right now for Colorado. It's probably at the top of my list.
Yeah, it is mine. That's no mine. They got to be disciplined.
You gotta watch the ball on defense. You gotta like I said, you gotta play your keys. You gotta have alignment and assignment. Again, do your job. Do your job. Don't try to do this man's job or think for this man or think for this play. Do your job. Just do your job. And let the coaches do the rest if somebody makes a mistake. But you got to do your job first, because if you don't do your job, how you going to tell somebody about what they did? But discipline, like I say, discipline is big. We cannot beat ourselves. We cannot let North Dakota State believe that they should be on the same football field with us by no stretch of the imagination.
I agree.
I think that's what Florida State did. I think I think Florida State thought this was going to be a cakewalk. It's Georgia Tech, first
Oh
game
yeah,
of the season.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
you let them out there and get confidence. You let them go out there and think, oh yeah, we can run the ball. Oh yeah, we can play with them. Oh, they not disciplined. They not doing what they supposed to do. They're not gonna be in the right gaps and play the. And that's all it takes. That's
You're
all it
right.
takes. It's for
You're right.
that's all it takes. And now you're in a football game, and that is not what
Fighting
we
for your
want. We
life.
want to come out here. Yeah, you fight for your life. We want to come out here and dominate, be disciplined, play hard, play fast, and play physical.
Now, when I looked at that Georgia Tech and Florida State game on the defensive side, what I was looking at, I always look at the defensive side, even though I played quarterback when I was in school. The defensive side tell you everything you need to know about a team, how physical they want to be. Man, when I looked at Florida State, it like to me, they didn't want to hit, bro. That number 11 and number 5 had their weight, even old 12 on the sideline. They were making tackles and didn't want to hit. Now, if you translate that to North Dakota State and Colorado, Colorado will come up and hit you. I know Shiloh and Cameron Simeon Craig in that safety position will come up and light your fire. They will come up and pop you, bro. So
But
I'm looking at the
here's
physicality of the team.
yeah, but here's the thing. I don't want Charlo and Simon Craig to be
I
making
know,
tackles.
but I'm just saying,
That
yeah,
mean you
yeah. I want them
that mean
linebackers to
you
be making
seven.
all the tackles.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
mean you 7 to 8. That mean you 7 to 8 yards down the field, and that ain't what I want to see tomorrow night.
right, right.
That ain't what I want to see. So I ain't finna sit. But I know they will. But you're right. You can tell a lot by a team by what they doing on defense and how physical they is. I mean, the trenches are gonna tell you just how physical your ball club is. They're
True.
gonna really
Yeah,
tell you just how physical your football team is.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Up front, that's what
I
it
think
want at.
Ed Reed said it the best. This, Ed Reed told you this war, but old coach told me one time it's just war with rules. That's all
Okay.
this is. It's war with rules, and that's why you got to have discipline, like you just said before, because that's the rules. This war has rules, and you got to follow those rules to get to where you want to be. So, but yeah, up front gonna let us know how physical we are. If we not physical, you can't win ball
You
games.
can't win. You can't win if you ain't physical. You can't win. Now, I hope Benson. He told me he was gonna play, and he healthy. Uh, I hope he can be able to play because that really gonna help their offensive line for them to get continuity and everything together going forward. But I know Baby T.O. ain't playing. Hey, on South Dakota, North Dakota State, they gonna be missing some players too. They missing
Yeah, I think they're gonna
they
miss
number one
a running
safety,
back.
they
Yeah,
running
number
back.
one and a running back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're missing some guys as well. I mean, it's been a real bad fall camp for some schools, and that's why we got to pat ourselves on the back. And thank God that we didn't have, we had a couple of injuries here late with with C5 and stuff of that nature. But for the most part, we came out of
pretty
out of
good.
fall camp pretty healthy.
Yeah,
And
that was the number one goal.
that's always the number one goal. You don't want to lose kids that you're counting on in fall practice before you can get out there to a game, and they can be able to put something on tape. So that's our biggest thing. I think we had a great camp, and we got better. We got better towards the end, and that's what you want to see. When
Hmm.
you hear Coach Prime say at the end of the other day's practice, "Hey man, this is one of the best. This is the best
Right.
practice we done had." That's what you want to hear on game week. That's what you want to hear from. That's what you want to hear on game week. That's what you want to do when you go lay your head down at night as a football coach to know that you feel like your team is prepared. And I think this team is prepared. Uh, hey man, it's go time now.
Yeah, yeah. It's time to put up
All the
now.
talking
It's
is
time to put
over.
up.
All all the speculating, all the this and the that, it's over with. It's time to just go out here, put our shoulder pads on, and go do what we know we can do. I think these kids are very more than capable. I think they've been coached up to the best of their ability. And when you have that, when you have the coaching acumen that the University of Colorado have, you should always feel good going into a football game.
You know, how many games you think it's gonna take for Colorado to get ranked in the top 20? How many games they got to win? They need to win before they get their respect in the
Well,
top 20.
well, again, here and y'all, everybody, hear me out. Everybody, we start 3-0. Everybody gonna say, "Oh, that's what they did last year. They started 3-0."
Yeah,
So,
right, right.
I think it's gonna take till we get to the UCF game, but that depends on if some other teams don't get knocked out, get beat. Because if teams start getting beat, then we're gonna get in there quicker than we think. If we
That's what
especially
I'm
if we
thinking.
start off
'Cause-
3-0,
yeah, yeah,
because see, you got to remember, Florida State was number 10 last week. Well, you know they ain't. I don't even think they need to be in the top 25 this week.
they not.
Okay, Miami plays Florida. Clemson plays I forget who Clemson play, but they play another top 25 team. So it's gonna be some teams lose, and if you go out here and win fittingly this week, again, I don't want to talk about Nebraska. I tell people, hey, coach, what, man, I don't want to talk about them. Let's talk about after we win Thursday night, Friday when y'all play well, we can talk about Nebraska. But until the clock hits 0 tomorrow night against North Dakota State, I ain't thinking about Nebraska. I'm thinking about North Dakota State. But with that being said, if you beat North Dakota State and then you go out here and you get yourself another win against Nebraska, and some of these other top 25 teams have lost, you can see yourself in the top 25. But if not, I think right around the UCF game, I feel that's when we should be getting ourselves in the top 25, because by then we'll be 4-0.
You think? Oh, that's a long time, Coach Drake. Coach Drake, they win
It
their
is
first
a
two
long.
games, they're gonna be in the top 25. You got to
Again,
realize, look, Oklahoma State got to play. I think they play Kansas second week. They're gonna knock one of them out right there.
oh well, but again, it depends. Again, it depends on the type of quality. It depends on if it's a good game. If it's a good game, they might get knocked down, but they might not get knocked out.
Okay.
And what I'm telling you is, we gonna be honest. This ain't what people want. People don't want him to succeed. So
I know
put
they
him in
don't.
the
I know
top
they
20.
don't.
Put them in the top 25. That, hey man, you got to earn this. To me, I think a lot of people say, hey, we're not gonna rank Colorado until after they win the 4 games. You get what I'm saying? Y'all got to win
Right.
them the first. If you're 3-0, and now if you come out, that's just what I think the voters are gonna be looking at.
Yeah,
So
Lee.
we just got, again. Then y'all just be patient. We ain't gotta beat the door down. We know what we believe. Like I say, we gonna answer a lot of questions this week.
Right. It is.
Sunday gonna be a heck of a show, because it's gonna be a heck of a
It
show,
sure
because
will, boy.
we'll be done seeing what we did. We'll be done seeing what we need to see, and
Okay, Rod
we
gonna be
gotta
back by
estimate
Sunday.
now.
Rod gonna be back by Sunday.
But yeah. He'll be back. Yeah, he'll be back by Sunday. Yeah, he'll
Okay.
be back
I'm
by
gonna play
Sunday.
this
He on the
video.
airplane right now, getting ready to get.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this
Okay.
video and tell me what you think of it. Here go a player talking about
Okay.
playing for Coach Prime. And I'm pressing the hard. It's deep. It ain't long, it's deep.
I've always had a dream of playing Power 5 football. I'm here now. I'm playing for the best player to ever play in the league. I just feel as though he's gonna give me that extra piece of development and mold me into the man on and off the field that I want to become.
That's why I come to the University of Colorado. You ask me why I come to the University of Colorado. That's why. Hands down. I want to. If I'm a defensive back, definitely if I'm a defensive back, I want to come play for the best guy to ever lace him up.
You right?
And because he gonna make me a better man on and off. I want
There
y'all
you
to
go.
listen in the back.
There you
I
go.
want y'all to hear these young men when they say that he wants to make me a better man on and off the football field. And more than anything, it's about the off the football field than it is about the on. I tell my boys, before we can be good on the grass, we got to be good in the classroom.
Right.
Everybody want to be good on the grass. Well, can you be good in the class?
Right.
And what Coach Prime is teaching is the class of life. You want to be good on this grass? That's great. You want to be good at this? That's great. Dr. King had a speech called "The Drum Major Instinct." Everybody wants to lead the band out. Everybody wants to be the man in the front, but do you know what comes with it?
Right.
You understand me?
Yeah. Right.
Anybody can be great if you're willing to serve. Anybody can be great if you're willing to serve. And the reason I believe Prime Deion Sanders is great is because he's willing to serve these young men in every aspect of life, not just in football.
Right.
It's not a "what have you done for me lately" business. It's I'm gonna help you become a better man, and that's what we need in this society in these days, to raise better men. If we can do that, I think it's always a win.
Right. All right, I'm gonna leave you with this last video on the defensive side, Coach Lou. When the video is through, let's tell me what you think he means to the defense line on this Colorado football team. This last video, we're gonna end the show.
Toward him. Get your ass up here. Stop all the bullshit. Go, goddammit. Bro, get out the way, bro.
Why he bring that intensity, boy?
Man, listen. And what I'm telling you is, and in the background you hear Sap going crazy. But that's the kind of ball players and that's the kind of ball coaches that you want. He saw that kid just got his behind whooped on the first rep. Hey,
I know.
what you doing? That ain't what I taught you, man. Get yourself to this point, and let's go make it happen. This ain't like, why you playing around? Okay. Now I go knock this boy clean on his behind. Ain't nothing he can do about it. But when you got coaches that can push buttons like that, everybody can't push buttons like that.
They can't, man.
Everybody can't push buttons like that. Sometimes you say something to a kid and he'll go in a shell. Oh, he yelling at me. Oh, no. These kids know that these guys have their best intentions. Again, you talking about two guys that have already been to the top of the mountain. Lewis played for maybe the greatest team they ever lace them up in college, in the University of Miami, when they played and won the national championship. 10 first-round draft picks. Like, one Sappy, I got a gold jacket. So when you can push buttons like that and get a kid to go from this to this in just 1 second, just by your words, hey, man, listen.
Yeah, different, man. You're right. It's different, bro.
That's just different. So when you get them on the sideline, and I can get you off to hey, man, I can get in your face and say, hey, man, that ain't gonna cut it.
Right.
I don't know what you're doing out here. That ain't what we teaching, and that ain't what we preaching. So if you can't do that, you gonna come stand over here with us. And I don't think no kid want to stand on the sideline with the coach. I want to be in the game if I can, coach. So you got to do what you got to do.
Right. And I know I said there's gonna be like I got one more. Now I'm gonna show you the different type of coaching style and how players relate to position coaches, and the way they relate to it is important on a team that's gonna win and for their culture. Now, this is the wide receiver coach. He ain't doing no talking, he ain't doing no coaching, but we don't seen some video of him doing that. But this is how he interact with the young players, the young wide receivers. Watch this, man. You just gotta watch the message. It's a message in this now.
Just give me my money.
Yeah. Just give me my money. Yeah.
Just give me my money.
Yeah.
Just give me my money.
Yeah. Just give me my money.
See, they got it on TikTok and they pick him to be a part of, brother.
Listen, and that's what you.
And he coached them hard too, bro.
and that's what a lot of people don't get. When you get kids to do stuff like that and want to be around you outside of, like, that was picture day, guys. That wasn't a practice. They didn't have to be in there with coach, with their receiver coach. They could have just been off doing their own thing. I think a lot of the other boys were doing TikTok videos, but they didn't. They want to be around them. Watch how every time LeJohntay Western, they come in, he comes in that room. LeJohntay don't just give him a dap. He gets up and hugs his coach because it means something to him. And you don't get that a lot. Y'all can remember when we talked to Khalil Benson. He told you, man, it ain't like that. The way it is in Colorado, it ain't. I done been to places. It ain't like that.
Yeah.
It's not the same. So y'all stop trying to compare and say all coach. It's not. It's not. Some of these coaches are here because they looking to move. All coaches want to, like Coach Brown said, all coaches want to be elevated.
Right.
Do you want to be elevated because of the way you handle business or because of the way you treat people?
You're right.
Coach Brown tell you everything's about relationships.
Relationship, bro.
How do you deal?
I'm like that.
You get what I'm saying? If my brother B Watts, he'll tell me you a good person, I'm gonna take. Hey, cause I know B Watts. I don't care.
Same thing here. Coach Drake.
You know what I'm saying? B Watts vouch for you. I can rock with you. You get what I'm saying? So it's about the relationship. But when you get young kids and then you get a coach to come in and do a young TikTok thing, my kids, like I tell y'all see me in this car all the time. That's because my house is full of children all the time. I got two of my children grown. They don't even stay at my house. But I come home from football practice. My son be done left. I get home. It's 2 or 3 of them still here. They at my house.
Right.
But they just like being around coach because coach keep it real with them.
There you go.
I tell them the truth. I try. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like to see that kind of stuff. I love to see that kind of stuff.
I do too. All right, Coach Drake. That's about it for tonight, man. I appreciate you, brother. I really do, man. Like I say, man, we'll do it every other Wednesday, and we'll rock out. Sometimes might not do it for 30 minutes, but hey, we just gonna get out here and talk what we're gonna talk. But we definitely gonna do it on Sunday. This Sunday will be the post game show with Rob the Man Media and Coach Drake, and you don't want to miss it. I'm telling you, it's gonna be fine. But want to thank everybody for tuning in, rocking with us tonight. I appreciate it, Coach Drake, and thank everybody who participated in the chat also. And shout out to all the content creators that tune in and supported us tonight also. Coach Drake, I'm gonna leave you with the last word, and we're gonna get out of here, brother.
Man, again, I appreciate you, bro, for having me on. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all decided to stop by and talk football with me and Coach. I tell people, so nobody trying to bless somebody, trying to make somebody's day a little better. If I can make your day if I can put a test, or maybe your spirits was down and lower, we can bring you up to a better place. Hey, we've done what God placed in our hearts to do. And as I always say, if I send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Drake. That is my man, B Watts. Hey, tomorrow is game. Hey, it's the best day of the week. It's the best day of the week. It's game day. Go Bucks.
Go Bucks. Good night, y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate it, Coach.
See, I just go out there and play. I don't really care about the rankings. I just go out there and show people that I can do whatever I want. I can really play. I can play offense. I can play defense. If you need to play quarterback, I can play quarterback. I'm all over the field.
He's in. Hey, too tight on you. Hey, try to grab him like hard.
I'm telling you, Rabbit, bro, we hunting. We got to buckle up, right? We got to play hard nose. But if I'm saying bird, that's bad. right? So now you can get loose. You can wiggle with them. But that's ownership. If I don't tell you nothing else, ain't ownership in the game.
Now that hope has elapsed, it's time for expectation. And I hope you're sitting there with expectation that when you pull into the stadium or you turn on that television, that we're going to give you what you desire.
You're watching Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watt.
We said